What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title, this is not a normal video that I would be doing, but I feel like I've been on YouTube long enough to know kind of the ins and outs of it and what I had to do to start my YouTube channel and all the things that I did. I'm just giving you guys some tips if you guys are thinking about starting a tech channel like I did, or just any YouTube channel in general. I thought that I would do a video like this and maybe do some more videos similar to this down the line. So if you guys enjoy this video, just already click the like button on this video and drop some comments down below telling me if you want me to do more, because I would love to just give back and help other people that are kind of like in the same space as I am, like a small YouTuber just starting out and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. I just wrote off some tips on my phone, so I'm gonna go off by that. So first, number one tip is to have an idea of what type of content you want to make. Now, I'm going to give you guys a backstory on this one for myself. In the beginning, I didn't know that I was going to be doing tech videos. I knew that I started this YouTube channel because of my friend, he started a YouTube channel, and I'm like, we just started YouTube. A couple of other people I know just started YouTube channels just to do it and just to play around with it. I never took it seriously, never did consistent videos. I was just posting random things. Like, I remember, you can actually go back and look at it, and it's actually one of my most popular videos. I did a video on a green anole. Now you're thinking, animals, tech, what does that have to do? At the time, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was just posting random things. That video surprisingly got over 2,000 views. But yeah, that just shows you have to figure out what you want to do. In the beginning, like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was just posting random things. I never took YouTube seriously. It was just something fun to do. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to do any of that. So yeah, I knew that I was good at technology and stuff like that, like helping other people. Like, I'm probably one of the biggest people in my family that help as far as like computers and phones. Like my grandfather, he has a phone and tablet. He started out with an iPad that he got, and then now he has an iPhone 7. He has an iPod Touch, and the list goes on. So yeah, I'm always helping him out, and I'm helping other people in my family out with their computers and stuff. So that's how I kind of got started, because as it is, I love technology. My first Apple device was an iPod Touch 4G, and I wish I had one to show you, but I don't. Ever since then, I started loving, I just love technology. At first, my first computer was a PC. It was never a Mac. So yeah, I didn't start out with Apple and all of that other stuff, but yeah, that was what it was back then. I kind of just grew to love technology, and I love seeing what the next device Apple's gonna come out with. I love all of that. I love everything about technology, how it works, and keeping up to date with all of it. Like, I love watching that's pretty much another reason too why I started to like technology, was watching other YouTubers like Jonathan Morrison, MKBHD. Thyme is a big one. I love his videos. I watch his vlogs and tech videos. Who else? I'm gonna think. Your average consumer, like all of those type of tech YouTubers I watch. And then I started to like really just start putting tech videos out. Like I did, my first video was an OtterBox Defender case review for the iPod Touch 4G. You guys can go watch. That was the first video ever. It's super cringy to watch, and maybe I'll do like a reaction to that, but yeah, that was my first video. Yeah, I'm getting off track here. So yeah, tip number one would be to have an idea what type of content and stick to that. Eventually, once you start gaining views and subscribers and stuff, and you kind of know your audience a little bit better and what videos they like, then you could probably transition to like another type of content to dive into. But number two would be equipment. Now for me, I'm just gonna tell you right now, when I started filming videos, actually the first video I filmed was on an iPhone 4, and I have one right here. Just look at that. This thing I think did 720p. I want to say this is how I got started on YouTube, from this phone right here. So yeah, I didn't know how to film videos. I didn't know how to edit them. I didn't know how to do any of that. So when I started to learn how to do that, it gets easier. But basically what I'm trying to say, to use the equipment you have, if you have a cell phone, like currently I have an iPhone 7 Plus. Nowadays, if you have like a phone like this or a Samsung or any of those type of phones that record in 1080p or at least 720p, just start out with that, because I'm telling you, if you just wait around until you get better equipment or you do this and that, you're just wasting time. Why not just start with what you have and then build up? And as you see today, I wish I could show you, I'm recording on a Canon EOS Rebel T5i. And I've been using this camera since 2014. It's my first DSLR I've ever gotten, so I learned the ins and outs of it. I learned how to use it very, very well, and I've filmed tons of videos with this camera, and you guys see the quality is not bad at all. I also have a overhead light that just hooks on, and I have a Rode Video Mic Pro. Now, keep in mind, when I first got this camera, I didn't have a microphone, I didn't have a light, I didn't have any of that. So I just had a camera, and then eventually I saved up my money and I bought myself a light and I bought a microphone, but I just started out with what I had. So if you do have the money to go out and purchase yourself a camera, by all means go do it, because you're gonna get better content and stuff like that. But if you're like a person like me that didn't really know what they wanted to do in YouTube and stuff like that, and you didn't have the money to, just use what you had. Like I said, I used the iPhone 4. This phone is over 5 years old. And I used it. I started YouTube in October 31st, 2012. So yeah, it's been over 5 years now since my first video. And yeah, the equipment just builds as time goes on, and you learn how to use, just start out with something basic, then you learn how to use that, and then go on to something bigger. Like I love the setup I have, but eventually I'm gonna pretty soon I'm gonna be upgrading all the equipment I have for you guys. The third thing would be to think of an upload schedule. If you're really, really, really serious about YouTube, you're not just dibbling and dabbling in it, and you really want to do it and put 100% into it, you need to think of an upload schedule. Like, think of a day that you're gonna want to post videos on, and stick to that day. Like for me, in the beginning, I was like all over the place. Like I said, I wasn't taking it seriously, so it was just whenever I had an idea or something, I would record it. Like I did probably, when I look back on it now, the most stupidest videos, like an unboxing on a phone charger. Like, yeah. So like, it was basically whenever I had an idea. But now I post every Thursday, or I try to. As you guys have seen over the years, I've struggled with consistency, and that's why I'm giving you guys that tip, because when you're not consistent, it just pushes you farther back from your goal. You're not gonna get closer to your goal, you're gonna get farther back. So if you guys wanna reach your goal and you wanna get to 100 subscribers, or whatever your goal is on YouTube, then you need to be consistent and stick to it. And I promise you, when you do that, it will pay off. So just trust me on that one. Pick a day and stick to it. That way your audience knows when you're gonna be uploading and wanna come back for more, and oh, she's gonna post this day, or he's gonna post on this day. I'm gonna go on his channel, I'm gonna go watch, I'm gonna make sure that I come back for more. Like, that's what you want your audience to have in their heads. So that's one big tip, is to be consistent, because not only with YouTube, whatever you're doing, like I've said before. Yeah, now that I've said that, part of an upload schedule is to have a banner. If you don't know what a banner is what a person sees when they go to your channel. Like, I'll put like a little picture of my banner right here. That's what the first thing people see is that banner. You want like something that has your channel name. You want to make sure that it has your upload schedule and just all of that. Like, you want your channel to look really, really good. That's part of that too. Tip number 4 would be to learn how to edit. Now that you know all the basics to this, you need to learn how to edit. Now, I'm gonna tell you one thing. In the beginning, like I said, I did not know how to edit any type of videos, any of that. You need to learn how to edit. Now, in the beginning, I didn't have Final Cut Pro. I didn't know how to edit on iMovie, even though iMovie is the base. Actually, I didn't even have a Mac to edit on. I was just literally uploading videos from my phone, from the YouTube app, because you can also do that still to this day, where you just basically you take the footage that was on your phone that you recorded and just upload it straight from your phone, not edited, not nothing. I mean, you can, but it's pretty difficult to edit like on your phone and stuff. People do it if that's what they have, but I didn't have that. So the first MacBook I got to, not only to edit on, I needed it for school. It was a MacBook Air, and I actually have an unboxing of that on my channel. So I think it was like, yeah, when I got that, I learned how to edit and stuff like that. If you don't have the money, currently what I use a 2016 15-inch MacBook Pro. Now this thing is a beast. Now I'm not telling you guys to go and spend a whole bunch of money on a computer and stuff if you don't have it, but yeah, this thing costs over $2 grand, and I got it because first of all, I'm a senior in high school and I'm homeschooled, so, and I also do vlogs, so I needed something I could edit on the go. But yeah, I got the MacBook Air. Eventually, over time, something happened to it. Like, I was just having so many problems with it, I had to give it back, and Apple actually replaced that computer. I want to say like 3 times. A little while after that, I got an iMac, which is what I still have right now. And somehow I was able to I paid the $300 actually to get Final Cut Pro, and ever since then I've been using Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is like one of the higher end editing softwares, and it costs $300. So if you don't have that, then just use iMovie or whatever software you have on your computer. Learn how to edit it, and there's pretty much tutorials on how to edit on I think any software you have on YouTube. So just do your research and go on YouTube, and you'll be able to learn a lot of stuff. I know for myself, I live in a small town where I don't know any YouTubers that live in where I live, so I had to teach myself everything. I had to teach myself how to edit, how to film, how to do all of that, transitions, all the things that go into editing. You just have to teach yourself, and then you'll get better at it as you practice it more and do it. Number 5 would be teach yourself how to make great thumbnails. Thumbnails is what your viewers are gonna see before they click on your video. So when you're doing this, you wanna make sure that it pops and it really grabs a person's eye when they first look at it, because that's gonna entice them to click on your video and watch it. So yeah, you want to make sure it looks very, very good. Learn how to edit thumbnails and stuff. You need to know like what are some good softwares. I'm gonna tell you a few that I use. I know my cousin Donovan, he's also a YouTuber. He did use PicMonkey. PicMonkey was like one of the biggest free softwares ever. They have like tons of options, but the thing is now you have to pay for it. So they're making people pay for it when all this time it's been a free software. So I would say PicMonkey, but if you're willing to pay for it, then go ahead. It has like all the software. You can add text, add backgrounds, borders, like everything for a thumbnail. And the second one would be Canva. Canva is what I use. They have tons of templates and stuff like that to use, whether you're making a YouTube channel banner, if you're making a thumbnail, if you're making a logo, like it has templates, and you just go off those templates and you edit them to your liking and you put your own spin on it. Like if you want to learn how to do thumbnails and stuff, or screenshot whatever you're going to screenshot off of your video while you're editing it and use that as a thumbnail, add text over it. You can do several different things. Another one would obviously be Photoshop. If you know how to use Photoshop, that's really, really good, because that's something really good to have on hand. Obviously you can outline, like if you see a couple of my thumbnails and stuff, I outline stuff. So if you don't have the money to purchase Photoshop costs like a certain amount every month. If you're not willing to pay that, or you don't got it like that, I would say use Pixlr. Pixlr is like an alternative to Photoshop where you can still pretty much, I would say, I don't really know how to use Photoshop, so I couldn't tell you. When it comes to outlining things and adding gradient backgrounds are like when two colors are mixed and then it's like covering the background and you're like at the forefront of it because you're outlined. Like you can do so many things. Pixlr is a free website as well. Number 6 is a big one, a really, really big one, and I mean it with all my heart. Number 6 is to always have motivation. Here's the thing with YouTube. For a lot of people, their channel will blow up very, I've seen it over and over and over again. Like I can name a couple off my head. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, PewDiePie, like all of those. Especially I want to say really focus on Jake Paul and Logan Paul because their channels blew up. Especially Jake, his channel grew. He's one of the fastest growing YouTube channels right now in a matter of 6 months, I think. To have that amount of success and that amount of time is like I'm not saying it came to him easy, but a lot of people have that where it comes so easy to them, and a lot of other people don't, where they have to put in a lot more work than maybe someone else would. But that's why I say to always keep motivation, always have motivation, because I know for myself, I can get down on myself, I can beat myself down about why my channel is not as big as I want it to, why don't I have as many views as this person, but it's not helping, it's not doing anything for you. So that's what I say, always keep motivation and always have motivation, and find it as well, because sometimes you're gonna need to push your own stuff. You're not gonna have someone to tell you to do something and when to do it. Sometimes you're gonna be your own motivator. So you need to learn how to do that. And I know for myself, I found motivation for doing YouTube by looking at other YouTubers that are similar around my age and that have done it. Because a lot of people in my family look at me crazy, and I've had other people look at me crazy because I say I want to do YouTube as a full-time job, because they don't know how it works. They don't know that you can make money off of it. They don't know that you can actually make it into a full-time job. And YouTube, if you think about it, is like a business. It's like you're an entrepreneur. So you're making your own hours, you're doing your own thing, and when you have a channel, that's your business. And a lot of people on here don't make money. They're just still doing it. Like for myself, just because I have a certain amount of views or any of that doesn't mean that I'm rich, or you can't go buy off of that. It's like the hard work is what really. So I find motivation in other YouTubers like myself, like Pontiac Made DDG. He just turned 20 years old. I like Nez Deluxe. I love Today with Trey, like all of those. I've seen these YouTubers go from down here, from being small to being up here. So I know that it's very, very possible to actually do it as a full-time job. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and comment down below also some questions. If I didn't cover something in this video, comment down below. I know a lot of other people have done these type of videos, but I figured I'd just give my own advice because everybody's advice is different in their own way. Like I said, thank you guys for watching this. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Peace.